adults and teens group. So we're doing another video to help you with your practice and your learning and how you can apply material on a daily basis without having to get down to the dojo because we're all kind of quarantined. But hopefully not for long. So I hope you're doing well. I hope things are going good. And you can tune into the YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe to it and you'll get all the videos that we have. So we're putting out a series of different videos. First, for the adults, it's so tough. I was just talking to one of the adults about, you know, you're just sitting home. You're just sitting home sometimes and you're just on the couch. You've got to get up and move. You've got to keep moving. So whatever you do to warm up, do it. Do something. If you have an exercise bike, ride it. If you can go out for a walk, go out and walk. If you have some weights at home, lift some weights. If you have a TRX at home, use that. Whatever you might have, use it. So I'm just shaking. I'm just moving my feet. I'm just getting that body to move. So you should be doing the same thing. Don't just sit there on the couch and watch me, right? That's not going to help you for your next belt promotion. And you never know, maybe I'll quiz you next time you're in. One arm, back the other way, other arm, back the other way, both arms, back the other way. And if any of you clapped while I was doing that, that's 10 push-ups. I learned that from Pop Chris. Bring it down, sink, and swing. Then bring the hands back. Just reach out on an angle. Reach across. Reach over. Palms. Spears. Mix it up. Haito, rich hand. And a shake. All right, so you've warmed up a bit. I'm going to leave it up to you to do more of a warm-up next time. So what I'd really like to talk to you today about is learning. You know, how do we learn? You come to class, you go to work, you have, some of you might have school, right? So how do you learn? Do you just sit there and hope it gets into your body? Well, learning is really using your 5 senses. It's being curious. The senses I want you to think about are hearing, sight, and touch. We're going to start with sight. So what do you see when you're in the class? Do you model the posture and behavior of the sensei? Is your hand in the correct spot? Is your punch out where it needs to be? Do you look when you're supposed to look in the kata? All those things are sight that you're seeing me do correctly, and then you're trying to apply it into your kata or training. How does that function outside the dojo? You know, do you do that at home? Do you do it at work? You know, what are the things that you see that help you learn? Next would be hearing. Sometimes I know you adults have what's called selective hearing. So you need to stop that. You need to really listen to what people are saying. And don't interpret it your way, but just listen. Sometimes you just need to sit, relax, and listen. So when you're in the class, listen to exactly what I say. Do I say the hand twists backwards and chambers, that your elbow feels like it's being pinched to the back of your spine? Little cues like that, bending the knee, having the big toe slightly in so the edge of the foot is straight on the outside. Are those things that you hear and then you can put into context for your training? And then finally, touch. And touch should be Very subtle. If your punch is off target and somebody comes around and places it on target, adjust your wrist, touches the knuckles. Those are cues to where your punch or hand should be. If you're in a front stance and your knee isn't bent, and they come around and hit it with the stick or give it a little kick, that's telling you bring attention and focus and awareness to that part. So those are things that you can do to improve your training. Work on seeing, work on your listening, and when a touch is made, a physical correction like tapping the shoulders to relax your shoulders from the stress that you carry, relax. And then put that into your mind, into your training. So let's go into a skill. So a little bit of more instructional in terms of how we can train, and then let's find a skill that we can do. I know a lot of the teens and beginner adults are working on some of their basic kata. So why don't we choose Fujikata Daini? Kyosuke. Right? Your position. So within that, there was sight, what you saw me do. There was listening cues of what you needed to do. Look, step forward, pivot, and high block. Chamber the hand back to your side. Remember about pinching the elbow back towards the spine. Step, high punch. If it's not focused, ask yourself, should Sensei have come over and moved it, adjusted the knuckles? Keeping your focus in the direction you're looking in. Step back into a straddle stance and low block. Look. Adjust your right leg, sliding the left up, and high block. Step, lunge punch, chin level. Keeping your direction focused where you're looking. Step back, slide, and low block. Look. Chudanuke. Chudanuke. Chest block. Adjust the elbow so it's about a fist to 2 fist distance from elbow to rib cage. I like the wrist to be level with the shoulder. Maigari into your Zenkutsudachi and lift with your elbow. Wrist should be in a position as if you're on the phone. Hello, Sensei? Yep, fix that elbow. Cross the arms. Low block, chamber the right hand, reverse punch. And bring it up. Those are the first 2 sequences, breaking it down into Fujikata Daini. The sequence to the left, the sequence to the right, and forward. So within that, there are a lot of visual cues and listening cues that you can think of that I'm giving you. It's like searching for a little buried treasure. What were the things I said? Did you do them? Did you apply them? So let's pick it up from there. So what's different so far? No hearing, no listening. There weren't any auditory cues. Just your sight. You had to use just your sight. Look, chamber, pull the right leg back, shuto. I like to pivot on my heel to open the toes and the foot, to allow my left foot to come through into my middle block. Front kick to the back, elbow, low block, reverse punch. Look, slide, chamber the hands, and shoot out. Pivot, step back left. Double block, chamber. Once again, feel like you're pinching those elbows together. Double punch. Step up, step back, double block. I like to cross them deep. Pull, chamber, punch. Okay? Right. So within that little segment, to finish it up, some visual cues, some auditory cues, and you should feel where your hand or leg or foot is, and just think about that touch factor to make a correction. It's a touch correction. Well, hopefully this has been helpful and it helps you work on a kata, and it gives you an excellent learning skill using your 5 senses and how you can apply that elsewhere. We'll talk about that later, and in the next video, we'll talk about practice. Have a great day, be safe, I'll see you soon. Okay? Right? Domo, arigato gozaimasu. Have a great day.